Custom Kyber Crystals, more custom Kyber Crystals. Today I've got three custom Kyber Crystals from Crafted Core. They sent them to me. We've got two that you guys may have seen or may know about already, and one that we will see at the end of the video that is a first look. So stay tuned. Hey everybody, welcome to the Dano channel. I am Dano, and today we're going to be looking at custom Kyber Crystals from Crafted Core. Chandler and Ryan were kind enough to send me some product samples, so we're going to be taking a look at the Mace Lives custom Kyber Crystal, the Carbonite Kyber Crystal, which is really cool and detailed, and a look at a brand new one, plus a little interview with Chandler down at Crafted Core. We talked for about 10 minutes and kind of just brief little chit chat about how they do what they do and things, just their creative process. So, if you're into all of that, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and let's get into it. Now, for those of you who might be new here or aren't familiar with what Crafted Core does, I actually created and filmed a commercial for them recently at the request of Chandler and worked with Ryan on part of it too. So here's just a quick brief overview on what Crafted Core is all about. Crafted Core, the best place in the galaxy to get custom Kyber Crystals. We specialize in hand-poured resin Kyber Crystals with unique designs, intricate details, and vibrant colors. Our dual-sided crystals can unlock more than one blade color on your custom lightsaber from Savi's workshop. Place your Crafted Core Kyber Crystal in the chamber of your Savi's hilt, replace the switch, and ignite. Turn the crystal upside down in the crystal chamber to unlock the secondary color. And remember, the color facing down determines what your blade will emit. These handcrafted pieces of art are also fully compatible with Sith and Jedi holocrons from Doc Ondar's Den of Antiquities. Head to craftedcores.com to get yours. Into it, first up is going to be the Mace Lives crystal. There you go. Nice white and blue. Sorry, my blue lights make it look extra blue. It is actually quite white, and it's quite blue. Or, I'm sorry, purple. What? See, the lights are throwing me off. It's purple and white, not blue and white. Now, this crystal is a unique crystal in that it's got two colors in the lightsaber. It'll turn blue, or it's like purple, and it'll turn white. But when you place it into a holocron, it actually only does one voice. It will not do a white voice. It won't do Ahsoka or anything like that. So, it's very unique in that way. And we kind of talk about that in the interview. But first, I want to kind of read you the little card thing. Now, this one is, it's not a limited set. It's like sometimes they do ones that are like limited in quantity. The Mace Lives crystal is actually open edition. So let's read this. Deep in the sub-sewers of Coruscant, a wild cluster of Kybers appeared. Nice. It kind of sounds like a Pokemon. Lost to the decades since Mace Windu fell. The legend states this is where he hid, repairing his lightsaber using only the Force as his broken body could barely move. The depth of his power left an impression on the surrounding area, growing these powerful Kyber crystals. They were installed with Mace Windu's chaotic purple energy and the pure power of the Force. Now again, just as a close-up on this crystal, there you go. You can tell it's the same shape as a typical Galaxy's Edge crystal. Maybe that'll work a little better. There we go. Same shape as a Galaxy's Edge crystal. Same details and cut as a Galaxy's Edge crystal. But they have that nice purple swirl into the white. So really cool looking. And again, straight to the point. Blue and white in your lightsaber. And then when you place it into the holocron, you get the voices of Mace Windu. Alright, now the second Kyber crystal we're going to be taking a look at is this one. This is fancy. Look at the fancy tin we get. Crafted Core presents the Carbonite crystal. Now this is a step up in not only quality, but note Carbonite crystal. Look at the detail on that. You can see Han Solo in Carbonite in the crystal. I love the details of the little like Altoids style tin with the etching on the outside. Really cool use of a laser cutter. And limited edition, this was 75 of 124. Now, these initially were limited edition. Now, good news, guys, a slightly different version of it. Maybe it won't have all the same tin and everything, and the custom card that tells you which number you got to correspond with it. But there's an open edition version of this, so you can actually go to craftedcore.com or craftedcores.com. That's the actual website. And pick this up still. It won't be the limited edition. It'll be an open edition version. But I mean, just look at that. Look at that crazy detail on there. And this is a different shape than any other, than the Galaxy's Edge ones we typically see, which is a really cool, refreshing thing. Because that's one thing that I've been saying for a little while now is that There's only so many voices in the Kyber Crystals that you can program a custom Kyber to. But there's also only like, what, 3 different cuts that you can use? So everybody, a lot of the community members who are making their own custom Kyber Crystals have just been using the same. They make a mold off the Galaxy's Edge crystal, and they change it a little bit, and that's it. It's so nice to see something sculpted totally differently, and it's really cool. And part of the process, which I learned from Chandler, we'll go over it a little bit in the interview later, but he uses some 3D printing, and he will model stuff in 3D, and then print it out in resin, then make a mold of that, make multiple molds of that, so that he can pour copies of them. And then there's still more finishing and extra artwork he kind of adds to it. Sometimes he paints stuff on there, like this one. When you look close, you can see there's a little bit of brown, like a brown wash over the silver. So it's got like a really, or I guess I'm not sure what kind of powder he uses in there, but it's really impressive. The detail comes out so well. What I like about these two is you can't really tell. I don't know if it's just because it's so solid in color, it's very opaque, but you can't really tell where he placed the RFID. In some of the ones, you'll see him kind of floating towards the tip, or the ends of the crystal, top or bottom. You can kind of see where the ID is, the little tag. But Crafted Core has been really good about making those invisible. You don't normally see them. And that's such a nice touch and kind of lends to the craftsmanship. Now, one thing I did want to read you guys was this little card, because it does have a lot of text on it. Take a look at that. So much text. Focus. Long ago, Han Solo, a pilot, smuggler, and rebel ally, was captured and lowered into a Carbonite holding cell. Just before being frozen, he was kissed by a powerful Force user. This brief moment transferred some of her power to him, saving his life and leaving a whisper of the Force in the melted Carbonite after he was removed. Years later, the residual power would form into one of the most unique Kyber crystals ever found, shaped to echo this important moment in the history of the galaxy. This crystal shines with the bright blue and yellow colors of 2 of Han's greatest friends. However, some unnatural weaving of the Force has allowed even a smaller amount of the crystal to be twisted into the dark side, showing itself with the red of Han's greatest foe. So the real question is, what did I get? Did I get yellow? What did it say? Blue and yellow? Bright blue and yellow. So those are 2 colors in the lightsaber. Or did I get a corrupted dark side red one? Let's pop this thing in a lightsaber and find out. Okay, so I've got my empty Savi's lightsaber here. I'm going to place this. We'll place it Han facing upright. And that's going to unlock yellow. So I don't think I got the red at all. But just to show you guys a little closer. There it is. In the chamber. And there you can see him. It looks good in there. It looks very good. Now let's put one part of my sleeve back on. And let's turn this thing on. I like to do that. It's so much easier to do that for me, where you can leave the back end of the chamber open. Yellow. So we do get that yellow. Nice, unique yellow sound. Of course, flashes white. Very simple. Very nice. And let's take our switch back off. And let's turn it upside down and let's see that blue happen. You ready? That's a nice part about Crafted Core. There we go. So it's the glow blue. Now when you take a closer look, you can see he's upside down. There he is. He's upside down. Little Han. So there you go. And the chamber is glowing blue, as you can tell there. Now let's place this back on. Close this up. And there we go. Blue. Very nice. Very nice. There we go. We get a little yellow flash out of it. Pretty cool. Awesome. Now, I was curious. I'm guessing it's just going to be blue, but which blue and yellow are in the holocron? My guess is it's going to be Luke. And what yellow? Maz? I mean, Han does know Maz. And it says his friends. Right? Let's find out. Alright. Got my holocron turned on. Let's put it in here. Okay, it's blue, so hopefully it read it.
I've seen this raw strength only once before.
Old man Luke. Okay, okay. Who's the yellow? It's gotta be Maz, right? Gotta be Maz.
The Force. It's calling to you.
That's awesome. I love it. I love it. All right, I'm going to turn you guys off. So if you guys want to hear more of the different voices, you can definitely check out my review on the holocrons, where I showed most of the voices. So if you want to know more about those specifically, we can dive into that in another video. But for now, I want to cut over to that little interview that I did with Chandler. It's just a brief chat, about 10 minutes long, and then afterwards, I will show you guys, and we can review the brand new crystal from Crafted Core. So stay tuned. All right, guys, I am here with Chandler from Crafted Core. He's been kind enough to spend a few minutes with us to talk about the craft and some of this cool stuff. Yes, I know you're excited. The droids are excited. So, welcome, Chandler. Welcome, and thank you to you and Crafted Core for all the awesome stuff you guys have sent.
Yeah, thanks for having me, man.
Yeah. So, recently, you've sent me the new Carbonite crystal, which is amazing. So, I've mentioned this in a few videos prior, that I think that the new, there's only so many voices and so many combos we can do, and the new thing's going to be unique shapes.
Yep.
And Crafted Core, is a big part of the... Now, I should ask, you do all the artwork, right? Like, you do the art side of it, the actual creative part, right?
Yeah, so I get on, I design it all, and just in a few different modeling softwares, and then I print them all back here on this printer. So
that's all. And then Ryan, the other half, does more of the marketing, social media kind of stuff, or
he does, yeah.
Cool.
He writes the stories and comes up with all
that text we see on the back of the cards and all that. All that stuff comes from him. Okay.
It does.
That's cool. But then you handle the actual making them. I see on your post you're always showing us the molds and all the cool stuff. And you got your resin printer, and so now, like you just said, you're 3D modeling these things, and then printing them, making molds of that print, and then casting from there. That's really cool. That is I mean, you've got some really cool details, as everyone's already seen in the first part of this video. There's some really cool details you've gotten to do on here. But I mean, that's not it. I've got the other one, like the Dark Father that you sent before. It's very similar to just a regular crystal from Galaxy's Edge.
It is,
when you've got those little etched lines filled in, it's impressive, man. It's very impressive how you've done that.
Those take so much time, man. A lot of love goes into those crystals. So.
Well, it's appreciated, man, and it shows. It's like, it really just... You guys are looking at it now on the screen. The details on these things are crazy. And that's one of the things that I think kind of sets... it sets Crafted Core apart from a lot of the other creators. As I see it, you guys are kind of leading the way. You guys were one of the first groups to show up and do it. Now there's a lot of people making cool custom Kyber crystals, and that's awesome, because that means the community gets a bunch of neat, different ideas.
Yeah, we love it.
But you guys were kind of one of the first ones to show up and really make it like a regular branded kind of thing. And I think that's really, really cool. Now, we've got pretty much... Okay, one question I've got for you is there any combo of two-sided voices that you guys haven't done yet?
I think there is. We haven't done Qui-Gon's voice.
Okay.
Also haven't done Dooku.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
I think that's it, actually.
But otherwise, you guys have used some combo of like all of them, right?
Yeah, and we try and get every color out there and mix it up. And I know we have a lot of our Savi's line has a lot of white in it, so we're trying to move away from that. Yeah, for sure.
Speaking of white, one of the ones you just sent also is the was it the Mace Lives?
It is, yeah.
Now, that's a cool one too, but that one's not limited, right?
It's not. It's always on the site. So there's a lot of people who too late, so we're trying to have a few more.
So I like that you guys started doing that more, where it's not just limited edition when you have these open edition ones. Now on this Mace one, something I had a question about on this one specifically. I notice it's double color in the lightsaber, purple and white. Pretty indicative of the colors there, purple and white. But in the holocron, it's only Mace. Is that correct?
It is correct. Yep.
That's different. It took me a sec. I was like, wait, it should turn white. It should turn, and then I checked the website and was like, wait, no, it only says purple, or it only says Mace. So that's interesting.
There's a few colors in there that actually Disney's programmed without voices in the holocron, but they work in the lightsaber. So that was one of them. Yeah.
That's interesting. See, now I'm learning things about this. That's awesome. Huh. Okay, so then is that so? Without maybe giving spoilers or pulling the curtain too far back, down the road for Crafted Core, are we going to see more stuff like that? Like more, you might just get, this certain voice, but you'll have like a different color, or anything like that. Any of those weird kind of different quirky things.
Yeah, so it's kind of limited. There's only like 3 or 4 that are that way, and then the rest are kind of tied in. So what we'd love to see down the road is our own custom holocrons with voices. I'd love to do that. So
that is absolutely, and you know what? These things aren't that complicated. Like when you tear them apart and look at the inside, there's not a whole lot going on there. Mm-hmm. So everybody watch out for Crafted Core. If you guys can get that done, I will be watching and waiting if you guys can actually get custom ones done.
Yeah,
because that really will change the game.
Yeah, and we're thinking of an app to go along with it, and maybe something that will change the crystals through an app. So we're looking at a lot of different options. So
that's cool, man. That is really cool. All right. So is there anything down the road that you can let us know about that maybe we haven't heard of, or anything that maybe you've announced that you think the audience should know about, just to keep their eyes open? Something coming soon.
We recently made a deal with a very influential TikTok person.
Okay.
And they're working on a release with us probably in the next month or so. I can't really say more than that, or Ryan will be mad at me. But it is another.
So really, they should just be following you, Crafted Core, on Instagram.
Yep.
The Facebook group. So basically, as long as you guys are following Crafted Core, you'll know, and you'll be among the first to get the chance to get. Is it going to be a limited edition?
For this one, will actually not be.
Okay, cool. So then everyone will still have a chance. But if you want to get it first and be ready.
Yeah, you want to get on it, because this is probably one of my favorites. It's the most detailed we've ever done. So.
Oh, that's promising. Yeah. My droids are just going nuts. They're excited as I am.
So.
Cool. So most detail. Oh, that's interesting. I'm actually super stoked on this now. This sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, and maybe I can show you some stuff after we get off camera. But
sure, yeah. Audience, you guys gotta wait.
Sorry, guys.
That's so. In addition to Kyber Crystals, you guys have also sold some holocrons, some different kind of items. Shirts, even. I'm surprised I should have put my Crafted Core shirt on, which is surprisingly like one of my favorite shirts. It's comfy. It's actually really a good quality, comfy shirt. Sometimes you buy like shirts from some from smaller creators, the small businesses, and sometimes they're itchy. They're done but you went with a good quality shirt, so thank you.
Yeah, we went with the premium shirt for Dano, so we had to have the best.
But so, is there anything else? Any other different products outside of the Kyber Crystals? You mentioned you guys might get into holocrons, but is there anything else different down the road, or something that people should know about that maybe they don't, look at your site too often and go to those products, or something that you think, I don't know, maybe people should know?
So right now on the site we have those holocrons. That actually comes from another maker in the community. So I don't make those myself. He does that, and he does a great job. The detail on them
look awesome. Yeah.
They're sweet. We do also have. I can show you here.
Sure.
We have some of these signs that we make in house.
Oh, that's right, because you recently got the laser cutter.
Mm-hmm, yeah,
so you've done some of the cool stuff, like the lettering on these boxes looks really amazing. If I can get it to focus ever. There you go. You did that with the laser cutter, right?
I did, yes. I lasered all those. Yep.
That's awesome. So you're using that in different ways to make those cool signs.
Yeah, those cool signs, and we've got these light up signs that are really cool. I probably can't.
Oh, nice. The Oga's Cantina coaster.
Yeah, the Oga's Cantina coasters on light up signs. So
that's cool. You know what you should do? Put those on a bounty puck and do like little bounty, wanted posters.
Sweet. Yeah.
Have them just light up in blue. Yeah, that would just look cool, like as cool props.
Yeah, totally. So yeah, there's a few of those little things around there, which I really like. We don't sell a ton, but the people who get them really like them. So.
All right, well, guys, make sure you check that kind of stuff out. So let us know again where people can follow you and get more info on Crafted Core. Tell us everything, wherever you guys are at.
Yeah, follow us on Facebook, Instagram. We want to do TikTok, but I don't understand it, so not yet.
I hear you. I have like one video do really well, like in a series of opening Baby Yoda socks.
Okay.
Really, really well. And then all the rest after that were just like, okay. And I was like, I don't get this.
I don't get it either. So yeah, biggest is probably Facebook and Instagram. And then if you jump on our website, you can join our email group. So we'll send updates.
The website's craftedcores.com.
It is,
right?
yeah.
Your Crafted Core with the website, just to make sure people add the S. Make sure they go
Yeah.
in the right spot.
Mhm. For
Cool.
some reason, Crafted Core sends you to some random site, so I hate it.
It is what it is. Cool. Well,
So
awesome, man. Thanks for spending time and talking to us for a little bit, and thank you for
yeah,
sending over these amazing things and giving us a little insight as to how everything works over at Crafted Core.
yeah, no problem. And we'll have some more for you soon. So
Awesome, man.
yeah,
Thanks. All right, guys. Now this is it. Time for the big reveal of the new Kyber Crystal. Now this, I'm telling you guys, the detail on this is insane. Just like the Carbonite Crystal, this one is up there in quality and something unique and different. All right, enough dancing around it. Take a look. Take a look at that. Yeah, that is... I'm sorry to make that reveal so bad. But there you go. It's black. We've got Darth Maul. His skull built into the front there. Such a cool looking Kyber Crystal. Again, 3D modeled and then printed in resin. Made a mold of that. And then you can pour your resin, do everything. And then he hand paints that skeleton on the front. Now, because it's so new, I didn't get the whole package and everything. He sent this to me early. So he did also send me what the story's going to be. So when you order yours today or whenever you're watching this video, there's going to be a card. Now, this story is a bit longer. And there's some really cool looking artwork on the front. So it looks like this might be part of a series, because I see someone else on this artwork. If you're looking where I'm looking, Mauls Defeat is what this is called. It looks so cool. Just the artwork on there is awesome. Now, the artwork looks like it was done by someone else. It wasn't by Chandler. They hired someone to do the artwork. All right, now it's time to read you the story about this crystal. And I don't know if this is going to change. From what I heard, it's not going to change, but this is what I was sent, so I'm going to read it to you. "Look what has become of you," he said, snarling without fear. Master Kenobi stood his ground, yet the future was unclear. Maul had sought him out this far, watching alone upon this rock. Its suns were bright, a double star. Living here, he paid a lot. His hair had turned all to gray, lines growing deeper near his eyes. One might guess he had grown weaker, yet others would know he's wise. So he placed his feet one way at first, then changed them to taunt his rival, remembering now his fallen master and the reason for his own survival. Maul struck first, a fiery flash, blocked twice by the blue blade. When final parry sliced straight through, he knew his anger had betrayed. Kenobi lived to tell the tale, yet had no one left to tell. Yet the desert held the power left of hatred that finally fell. Eons passed, the planet cooled, the twin suns reduced to one, and still more time would leave the whole globe icy and frozen. But that power left inside that ice had formed itself into a gem, a Kyber crystal whose body held the power and mayhem. Its very shape had now reflected the skull of one that died. Right? It's kind of like a poem, different style. They're going to need a bigger card because that was pretty long. But I think that's a really cool story, and it actually reflects on one of my favorite parts from Star Wars Rebels, was that final confrontation between Obi-Wan Kenobi and Darth Maul. Ah, it's so cool. Okay, now real quick, I did want to dive into this and show at least the holocron in action. See how that works out. Turns blue, so this is going to be the Obi-Wan. But it won't be Obi-Wan because it's the Emperor. I forget about that. Every time you put a light side crystal, so I'm going to turn it upside down as you can see here. Actually, technically it's right side up. Maul facing up. Now it should be Maul's voice.
Unless you take risks, do what must be done. There
Oh,
will
man,
always be limits to your abilities. Seize the knowledge. Seize the power.
I love it. I'm going to do one more. Oh, okay, maybe not. That's fine. We know it's Maul. Let's try it out in the Jedi holocron, and let's hear who we got over there. Where's the opening on this thing? It's, of course, the opposite side I went to grab. It always is. All right, let's put him upside down, because I think that's going to be the way to unlock the blue one. And we should hear Obi-Wan.
Remember, the Force will be with you. Always.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I love it. I love it. And then, just to show you when it's placed inside of a lightsaber. There you go. I want you guys to see that. It glows red when he's upright. He just looks so cool. I love that. Seeing that in the chamber looks really, really awesome. but I'm going to flip it the other way because we know it's red. And, of course, when we put it upside down, you can see that it's glowing blue when he's upside down. So we got our blue and our red. You want to see me ignite it? Of course you do. You guys love lightsabers. I know you do. Blue. Very cool. And we'll ignite it red just for Maul. There we go. Got it glowing red. Let's place that on there and ignite red with the power of Maul. That's awesome. Now, if you're curious about this blade at all, you've probably been like, wait, where'd you get that fancy blade? It's custom. I painted it myself. I did it in a previous video. If you want to look up Darksaber or check out the cards, you can look up like Savi's Darksaber mod. Something that someone who's created something for Crafted Core, Ryan Street, who did the Great Tree Crystal and some other stuff, who's worked with Crafted Core. He actually came up with the idea for that, and I just kind of went with it and made my own version. So yeah, check out that video, check out his video. And this is a pretty amazing Kyber crystal. Guys, I think this crystal is really, really awesome. I'm super happy with what Crafted Core has been putting out. They've got some really neat and unique kind of stuff, so check them out. I always like to show them love because they have such cool stuff that they come out with. And again, big thank you to Chandler for taking the time to talk with me and also for providing some of this product, shirts, stuff like that. So big thanks to them. Guys, check them out, craftedcores.com. Make sure you subscribe. Hit the thumbs up if you like these kind of videos. And until next time, be the spark. Don't be a move milker. Bye.